Good morning, good evening, everyone. Today we're talking about October monthly specials. We don't always get a chance to talk about the monthly specials, except actually we talk about them once a month, every single month on the first Monday of every month. So if you're not sure what they are, and especially if you're living anywhere in Southeast Asia or in the United States, we always go through the monthly specials. Why do we do this? We want to make sure that you A, know what they are, and B, you know how to use them. And we try to go through the best ways for you to get the biggest bang for your buck, because we're always here. We're concerned about your money and your finances and all things having to do with your life. So stay tuned. We're going to zoom right into our monthly specials. Okay, so October 2021, I honestly cannot believe that it's October. It's just mind-boggling to me. Where is the time going? I was actually driving around my neighborhood yesterday, and people, of course, have their Halloween decorations up. The days are getting shorter here because we live in the north. And so it's getting dark really at night. We have some automatic lights that go on outside of our house, and we had to reset our timer so that they're going on actually at the time that it's getting dark. The other night I came home and it was about, I don't know, 7 o'clock, and it was pitch black and none of my outside lights were on. It was like coming into a spooky house. I don't like to come into a spooky house. I want to come into a house with tons of lights on. At least it looks that way to me, not necessarily like a party, as my husband says, because when I'm home alone, I turn on a lot of lights. I love a lot of lights. And in fact, in my kitchen, when I'm cooking, it's bright enough, as my husband says, to do surgery. I just love light. That's what I like. So today we're talking about October monthly specials. Couple of different reasons. There's a lot of things going on, right? We just finished convention. We talked a lot about the kits that were available. We've got some limited time offers that you've got to jump on right away. I know that there are limited time offers really in a couple of different markets. So I want to make sure that you know what they are and also get the best usage from them. So let's get started. Okay, whoops. There we go. So we're going to start with the US as we usually do. I guess no particular reason, but we just always do the October promos, a couple of different things. We've got a product of the month, which is a free bottle of Cypress with 125 PV loyalty order. You can enjoy 10% off pink pepper. And don't worry, if you don't know how to use Cypress or pink pepper, we're going to show you. We're also going to give you some great slides with some diffuser blends, because I know very often, especially at this time of year, you're starting to close up your doors and windows. If it's rainy season where you are, it's also feeling a little maybe damper than usual, even if you live in a humid place, and you want to make sure that your air is still feeling fresh and clean. I have to say, I've had a mini diffuser going in my office on repeat. And what I've had going in there is the new vanilla and the harvest spice. I just did a reel about it if you haven't seen it, but man, that is absolutely my favorite, vanilla and harvest spice. I got that right out of our vanilla ebook that we got around convention. And I hope that you're using your convention oils and that you've already gotten them. I hope you've gotten all your oils. If you didn't get your convention kit yet, please let me know in the chat. I'd really like to hear. See a couple of other people saying hi. Elizabeth says hi. Ben says hi. And Jacinta, hello, everyone. So good to see you. It's a wonderful Monday morning. A little rainy where I am, but I have to say I'm happy to be alive. And October, what a great month, really great month. We also in the US have a 200 PV special, which is really kind of cool. If you order 200 PV or more, you will receive a deep blue rub and a Copaiba soft gels. Many of us are ordering over 200 PV because we're ordering the post-convention tour kits. I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the difference of the post-convention tour kit versus the convention kit. I can actually see 2 kits that I have right there. What's the difference? Don't worry, you're getting a lot of great stuff. Okay, let's keep going. Whoops. Yep, here we go. Let's talk a little bit about Cypress. We've got a couple of things we want to tell you about Cypress. It blends well with lavender and sandalwood to support healthy looking skin. It's often used to improve the appearance of oily skin. It's balancing and comforting, and it's used aromatically during times of transition or loss to help people regain a sense of security and strength during times of change. So the plant, as you can see in the picture, thank you, is an evergreen shrub, does not grow. It grows only in specific areas. You want to make sure you're using your cypress for really many different uses. You can use it diffused. It can be applied topically or inhaled directly. It should not be swallowed or taken internally. It blends well with bergamot, cedarwood, clary sage, coriander, frankincense, juniper berry, lavender, lemon, lime, marjoram, wild orange, and rosemary and sandalwood. Now that's a super long list. So I'm actually going to add it for you into the chat. For those of you who are on the live, you can see that whole list. I love those essential oils because they are some of our basic essential oils. I also add my cypress into some of my blends, either for breathing or circulation. So you know what your blends are that you're using for easy breathing, Air X or Breathe, or perhaps for circulation, you might be using marjoram or even yarrow palm. You could be using and adding in your cypress. Cypress, think circulation. Love to make that C and C, right? It's a good one. Next on the hit parade, we have 10% off pink pepper, which I mentioned right from the beginning. It's a hit, I have to tell you. It has sort of a spicy aroma to it. I'm going to tell you more about pink pepper in a minute, but before I tell you more, I want to actually show you some of the ways that you can use it. Whoops, go back. Please go back. Okay. Yes, there we go. Ta-da. Okay, some diffuser blends. We've got pink, green, and fresh with purified pink pepper and green mandarin, which sounds wonderful to me. I love those kind of spicy green aromas. That's always been a favorite of mine. Pink pepper spice with pink pepper, vanilla, and cinnamon bark also could be really yummy. And finally, Wonderland with pink pepper, Roman chamomile, grapefruit, and lavender. So all three, I think, wonderful. Use your pink pepper liberally. It's not a super expensive oil. You can get a lot of bang for your buck. The other thing about pink pepper is that it can be used all three ways. So let's talk about that a little bit. You can blend it with citrus or floral oils to create something more invigorating. You can take it internally to support your immune system. I love it blended with frankincense. I diffuse that often. In fact, I'll use bergamot, frankincense, and pink pepper on repeat in my office. That's one of my favorite blends. You could also use it to support your digestive and respiratory systems. So if you're in the habit of using just Air X, or Breathe, or one of the other respiratory support blends, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm just bored with this. And you know you're going into maybe cold and flu season, right? Because it's the end of the year. We're socializing a lot more. We're getting out. We're seeing people. People are breathing on us. I have to say, I went to church last night at 6 p.m. I don't usually go to the late church service. I go usually about midday or so. And last night, I don't know, everything went pear-shaped. So I wound up going to the 6:15 mass, and it was jam-packed with people and jam-packed with students. And I thought in that moment, oh my goodness, I wish I had some of my breathe oils with me here. I didn't have a lot with me. I had kind of disinfected myself with a little On Guard spray before I left. But when I came home, I quickly washed my hands and I'm feeling okay, let's see. But I was shocked actually to see how many people were in there. As things begin to open up in different spots, and I know where you are, it may not be open. So right now, where I am in New Jersey, it's fairly open. In other parts of the United States, completely open. I do know that in places like Singapore and Malaysia, it's really not open at all. And if you are in any other country, if you're in the Philippines or you're in Vietnam and you're hearing the sound of my voice, just let me know in this chat if you're live. What's going on in your country? I'd love to hear. And if you're someplace else and I didn't mention you, like, I don't know, Indonesia or some of the other islands, I'd love to hear what's going on in your country. Are you open, not so open, restrictions, no restrictions? Because it really does make a difference how we feel, not only about ourselves, but how we're using our essential oils. So I'm a heavy user, as you know, of essential oils. And right now I'm really getting into the stream of diffusing, if you will, getting back to using my On Guard on my feet every day, because now is the big season when we see a lot of people and we interact more and more. You want to create a soothing massage, perhaps by integrating your pink pepper in with your other massage oils. Pink pepper is just a great one to add, kind of layer in with other things to give it a little bit, all of your blends, a little bit of spice. Now we've got 3 limited time offers in the US. I'm going to talk a little bit about these. Number 1 on the hit parade, I'm going sort of left to right, is our carrier oil. We've always had fractionated coconut oil, but there's some people for various reasons who don't like it, don't want to use it, cannot use it. And they've been forced to go outside of doTERRA, horror, to find something else to blend their essential oils with. So in comes our body carrier oil. It is PV of 20, 115 milliliters with a wholesale price of $24.50 US. I like the idea of us having an additional body oil that we can blend with our singles or our blends that's not just fractionated coconut oil. In the same vein, we've also got our sensitive skin blend. Again, a limited time offer for now. If they become big sellers or people are demanding them a lot, we're going to make sure that doTERRA will make sure that we have them on a regular basis, but they respond to popular demand, right? So our sensitive skin carrier oil, PV of 15 with a wholesale of $16.50 US. I like the idea of the sensitive skin oil because many people use oils on their face. Oils in general, essential oils, tend to be drying. In fact, they are drying because they have no fat in them at all. No fat. They're essential oils, right? Not fatty oils. So if you want your oils to be just smoothing, soothing, you can blend them with something, with another blend perhaps that has fractionated coconut oil in it, or you can blend just fractionated coconut oil in there. You can blend with yarrow palm, or for a limited time, you can blend with the sensitive skin carrier blend. I would pick up a couple of these if you're in the habit of using essential oils on your face and you've been finding that you're having cosmogenic effects. Basically means that your skin is not as happy when you're putting essential oils on your face. Could be anything, could be redness, irritation, maybe even some bumps from time to time. Try the sensitive skin carrier blend. I have to say, I'm not in the habit of putting that much oil on my face, just not my thing. I do use all the skincare products from doTERRA, and occasionally I will blend in a drop or two of yarrow palm, or maybe blue tansy, or maybe Immortelle, but I'm not in the habit in general of just doctoring up all sorts of combinations and then slapping them on my face. But you may be, and that's okay. So now you have an option, and take advantage of it because it's not going to be around forever unless it becomes a really big seller. The other thing I wanted to mention is the Hygge blend. And some very nice person, I think it was Z, mentioned to me last week how to pronounce Hygge. And then I was with a friend who's actually from, who's Dutch, and she was like, it's not Hygge, it's Hygge. Well, for me, it's going to be Hygge. And I think for all of you too. I love the benefits of Hygge. Let's take a look. It provides kind of a cozy, welcoming aroma, great as we go into the holiday season, relaxed, comforting, makes any room more inviting. You can blend it with distilled water or witch hazel for a room spray. I just actually made a quick room spray this morning. You can also use it as a bathroom spray if you want. It's going to smell really warm and inviting, but also take any unpleasant odors out of the air. It contains things like wild orange, cedarwood, amyris, frankincense, myrrh, cistus, vetiver, tonka bean, and vanilla. Again, warm, inviting, comforting, right? So it's going to be a little bit woody, maybe ambery, maybe even a little bit citrusy. I love Hygge. We got it in our convention kits, but it's not a full-time on the ground offer yet. So if you like it, if you want to try it, if you hadn't had a chance, it went on sale October 1st, and today is the 4th. So I believe there are still some left. We haven't gotten any emails to the contrary, but if you're interested, I'm sure you'll be thinking, yeah, let me go ahead and grab this. Let's talk a little bit about our 200 PV special in the US. When you place an order of 200 PV or more, whoops, did it again. There we go. When you place an order of 200 PV or more this October, you'll receive Deep Blue Rub and Copaiba Softgels as complimentary gifts. Let's talk for a minute about the convention kits and what's happening. So for many of you, you purchased the convention kit during the convention, and you know that you received 16 products, including 2 limited time offers. I'm sorry, 3 limited time offers and 1 product that was for convention only. So the 3 limited time offers were the 2 blending oils and the Hygge. The additional blend that you received, which was a roll-on, actually a single, was osmanthus. Pretty cool, right? A flower oil. However, after the convention, osmanthus is no longer going to be available in the convention kit. What is going to be available is the blend that was given out at the gala, which I hear is delicious. I just placed my order for it yesterday because I want to make sure that I get one. The interesting thing also is the post-convention tour kit is being sold in 2 ways. It's being sold as a kit alone, or the kit plus the 4 bottles, the 4 beautiful glass reusable bottles that you can use all over your house. I've done a couple of videos. I hope you'll stop by on Instagram and take a look. I love the new glass bottles. I love the weight of them. I love the ease of use. I was able to put everything together lickety split, and they just look really, really nice. I have 2 of them actually in my first floor bathroom, and I have 2 of them in my kitchen. I ordered sort of those scrubby brushes. Again, another thing, I'm sure they're going to sell out fast, so that I can make a little display in my kitchen and my bath, and that people, when they come in, can say, wow, what is that? That looks really cool. Easy to use, easy to refill, less packaging. So think about, if you didn't get a convention kit because they sold out lickety split, consider getting a post-convention tour kit, or maybe you want to get both like me because you don't want to miss out on anything, and make sure you get those bottles. They are a wonderful way for you to advertise and to kind of dōTERRorize your home, if you will. I love the fact that terrorize is kind of at the end, but the idea basically is if anyone comes to your home, they see those bottles, and even you, while you're there, you can kind of upgrade your look, if you will, to your house. Okay, let's go on to Singapore. We've got some wonderful specials in Singapore. First on his parade is tangerine free 15 milliliter when you place 125 PV order before the 15th. Tangerine actually has a long history of use in Chinese culture and herbal health practices. It supports healthy digestion and metabolism when it's used internally. It's known for its cleansing properties, for supporting a healthy immune and respiratory system when ingested. So again, we're talking about our respiratory system. Why? Because we're moving into those later months of the year. It's a popular flavor addition, and you can, of course, put it in anything you want, but things like drinks and desserts, from water to smoothies. It can be used for in any recipe calling for citrus or citrus peel. It's a little bit sweeter than grapefruit or orange, the essential oil is. No sugar added, but it just, in general, the way that it's made, the way that it's grown, gives it a little sweetness, which is quite lovely. I like to use it to diffuse. I will substitute sometimes tangerine for other citrus oils in some of my blends. You can add a drop or 2 in a flavoring for cakes or cookies. You can add it to the flex points or the abdomen when you want to make sure that you're supporting your healthy immune system. You can also add it to your chest or your back, or some of the blends that you're using for that when you're supporting your respiratory system. And then again, you want to add it into things like smoothies or lemonades or teas for an extra immune boost. Okay, we've got a couple of blends for you, diffuser blends. I hope you can see them. Woo, there we go. These are all my fall blends. Now, here's the interesting thing. This group of fall blends, I would say almost every single one, you could add a drop or 2 of vanilla. I'm thinking specifically about the pumpkin pie and the apple pie, but even the mulled cider or the fall mornings, all of these, if you added vanilla would just be upped, I don't know, another notch. So if you're really looking to layer your blends, or you have some fall blends that you've been using already, add in your vanilla and see how you like it. So just by the by, I decided, because I've been using vanilla on repeat. I don't have it on the table. I actually have it over there next to my diffuser. You can't see my diffuser from here. I actually got myself 3 extra bottles of vanilla because I think it's going to sell out fast. I don't want, and I'm sure they have plenty of stock. Otherwise, they wouldn't have released it as a brand new product, but I don't want to be caught short because I really am loving it. Here's the other thing that I'm going to confess. I never liked vanilla before. And I think I didn't like it before because it was artificial. And so when I would go into stores that sold candles or sprays, and I would smell that vanilla smell, that fake vanilla smell, it would always make me just crazy. I didn't like it. I wasn't attracted to it at all. And if people would say, oh, I love vanilla, does doTERRA have vanilla? I would think, no, and good riddance. But now that I'm smelling natural, pure vanilla oil, I'm just enthralled by it. I really, really am. And I'm using so much of it. It's crazy. Now, you will notice when you open up your vanilla bottle, it does not come pouring out. It comes out rather slowly. A vanilla, when it's originally harvested out of the plant, is like a thick resin. So it has to, when it's distilled, obviously it's going to still retain some of that viscosity, but just take it in mind. I was trying to get some drops out the other day, just kind of sitting there holding the bottle, not quite as thick as vetiver. You're not getting there. Vetiver hands down wins the prize, but vanilla also has a little bit of viscosity to it. Really, really wonderful. If you haven't tried it, absolutely try it. And as you may realize, it's can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. Jocelyn likes to tell me to add it to cinnamon on apple pie. It's a super match and tasty. Yep. And Z says she loves all the new products. If you have a particular favorite from the convention, I'm assuming you got your kits by now. Please let me know in the chat. I'd love to hear what's your favorite product from convention. Okay. We've also got today in Singapore, DigestZen Softgels, 10% off. They of course aid in the digestion of foods. They can soothe occasional stomach upset, reduce things like bloating or gas or occasional indigestion. Key ingredients are things like ginger root, which can help soothe mild or occasional stomach upset and ease indigestion. Peppermint, which supports gastrointestinal function and aids in digestion. Caraway seed, great for the gastrointestinal tract. Coriander and anise, which help with healthy digestion. And finally, fennel seed, which is great for digestion and metabolism. I think I told you I had someone call me the other day and ask me, oh my gosh, why do I have so much fennel and what can I do with it? And I thought, use it for your metabolism. You can apply it topically. You can take it in water. You can eat it after your meals, add it to a drop or two after your meals, helps with your digestion and is going to get your metabolism moving. Okay. The other thing I wanted to mention to you is we've got the Uplift Your Mood kit with Sunrise, Elevation, and the Pilot Diffuser. I have to say, I never got my hands on the Pilot Diffuser. It is super cute, and I love that gray case. It's retail $190 with a wholesale of $143. It's also while supplies last. Is this gone already? If you're in Singapore and it's gone, please let me know because I want to find out. A couple of you have mentioned that the products are selling really quickly. I think this time of year, you're going to see some really quick product sales. Next week, we're going to be talking about the upcoming Christmas catalog. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, we're going to do a review of the Christmas catalog. I'm super excited. I think there's some cool things in there. Okay, let's now also talk about one last special, a 200 PV special in Singapore. If you purchase 200 PV, you're going to receive, actually, I'm sorry, this was a special in September and is extended through the 15th of October. You're going to get the adaptive oil and the adaptive roll-on. You know that adaptive includes wild orange, lavender, Copaiba, Very important. Spearmint, magnolia, rosemary, neroli, and sweet gum. It's great for while you're working or studying, increases your feelings of tranquility. It can be soothing and uplifting, calming and relaxing. I have to say, I use it most of the time when I'm feeling tense. So if I'm working and I'm just feeling I'm never going to get this done, I'm on a tight deadline, I'll often diffuse adaptive. If I'm feeling a little bit, I don't know, down or discouraged in any way, I'll put on my adaptive, and I keep my adaptive roll-on either in my purse or in my car. I have one or two right here in my office so that they're always available to me. I like using the adaptive roll-on on repeat because I want to make sure that I have it available, right? I think we've all been under a ton of pressure, and whatever tips or resources that we have available to us, we should be taking advantage of them. Okay, so I'm looking in the chat. A couple of people are telling me what's their favorite products. Lynette says the Deep Blue Stick and the vanilla. She loves them all though. Yenny says, not gone yet. She just ordered it today, which refers to the Pilot Diffuser. And then Susie says she can't wait for the Deep Blue Stick and the Copaiba Touch. So if you have another favorite product, I'm hearing a lot of people are saying either the vanilla or the Deep Blue Touch. If you have another product that you really loved, I'd love to hear about it in the chat. Okay, last but not least, we've got one more special in, actually, this is not a special. This is a way for you to use your tangerine. You can make a patriotic fruit salad. Now, the only thing I will mention is that there are two non-plant ingredients in here. There's Greek yogurt and fat-free cream cheese, but you can use substitutes, right? So you can use a soy or an oat milk or a coconut yogurt here. And instead of using the cream cheese, you can use some of the other low-fat plant-based spreads that are unflavored if you want to make this one. I would also maybe just leave out the cream cheese. I don't know if you even need it, but the idea basically is to toss your bananas, strawberries, and blueberries with a creamy sort of dressing, and then add in your tangerine oil, your honey, and your chia seeds, which I think is kind of a nice mix. And I've never thought of using tangerine oil, I have to say, in salads. I've used it a lot in teas, but I've never thought of using it in a salad. Lynette says that she got her kit over the weekend and she's enjoying all the new oils. Thank you, Lynette. Thanks for sharing that. And Anna says she loves the unique aroma of adaptive. I know, it's intoxicating. I think I like the adaptive blend so much because it contains magnolia, and I love magnolia. For me, I love the flower oils, but I love magnolia. Love, love, love it. To me, it's just delicious. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Malaysia. We've got some terrific specials on Malaysia. First one on the hit parade is our, oh, what did I give us here? Nope, I went too far again. Go back. I have a heavy finger today. I'm sorry. Well, maybe I'll just tell it about you. We've got clove is your product of the month. Clove's been used for years in dental preparations, candy, and gum. Its main component, eugenol, makes it very stimulating and energizing. You can use it in massage oil, but make sure to dilute. Wonderful for tight muscles or anything that's feeling just achy or uncomfortable. I've been using the Deep Blue on repeat, but clove is a wonderful addition. You could even add a drop of clove to your Deep Blue rub if you wanted to, but just be mindful, especially when you're talking about delicate skin in either children or in the elderly. Clove is warming, has a lot of powerful antioxidant properties, and it supports the cardiovascular system when taken internally. Is a cooking spice. You can add it to different desserts, perhaps. It does have internal health benefits. And last but not least, you can use it to clean your teeth and gums. Whenever I felt, I don't know, my teeth are just, I can't get them clean for some reason, I'll often take an extra drop or two of clove right before I go to bed, in addition to swishing it around in my mouth. I do use the On Guard mouthwash. I do use the On Guard toothpaste, and they both contain clove, but I find that I don't know, the direct hit of the clove essential oils right on my brush, brushing my teeth, takes off everything. And then when I wake up in the morning, my gosh, my teeth really still feel clean. So it really is a super powerful cleansing essential oil. You can take it in a capsule to support cardiovascular health. And last but not least, if you're going to put it again in any sort of liquid, I would recommend that you use quite a bit of liquid and stir it up really well. If not, in a veggie cap is just fine. Between 1 and 4 drops is always the way you want to. Oh, there it is. See that? Just, I don't know. I'm a heavy hand today. Can't get it right. Okay, here we go. Let me give you a couple of diffuser blends that you can use your clove for. You can use, again, we've got these great blends that you can use, your cinnamon, your tangerine, add in your vanilla. All of these blends are terrific. Sorry, it would have been she knows here. Sorry, folks. You can add in your vanilla. Wonderful, wonderful blend. For those of you who are really sharp-eyed, you'll notice that the Woodland Walk all the way at the bottom includes white fir. If you still have a stash of white fir, add it in. If you don't have a stash of white fir, I know some of you are still mourning that white fir is gone. Use your Siberian fir, folks. You've got Siberian fir, add it into your Siberian fir. Christmas is just around the corner. These are some wonderful blends. Okay. Next on his parade is our InTune blend. This is our 10% off in Singapore. It's relaxing and uplifting. A lot of people use it for work or study. Wonderful for children. You can use the children's blends, of course, but I find especially for older children, if you're talking about high schoolers or college age students, or for you when you're working, right? I'm addressing all the adults on here. Use your InTune, place it on your temples, here on your neck, behind your head. It can also be very relaxing. It includes amyris, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang-ylang, Hawaiian sandalwood, and Roman chamomile. And it's really a great favorite. I think a lot of people love InTune. It's one of those oldies but goodies, right? Okay, here's another thing. We've got the first food essential oils being offered in Malaysia. The kit is registered as food and the expiration date is September 2022. So you've got about a year to use these. They limited 2 sets per account per month until they run out. Or is this, no, they're only available for 15 days or 15 days more. So if you haven't had a chance to use these or to try them, this is a time for you to try them. Next on the hit parade, this one, I have a feeling this one is gone, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. For my friends in Malaysia, please let me know, is the Penguin Diffuser still around? I saw it online and I thought, gone. Yes, it's all sold out. This is a super cute one. Let's hope we get one really cute in the US. Okay, I'm going to keep going. For those of you who are interested in using your clove in one last blend, here's orange, cinnamon bark, and clove. Hopeful Holidays, which is a great blend. Let's keep talking about now the Philippines and some of the things that are going on there. We've got our product of the month, which is our cedarwood. You can use it to create a relaxing experience. Terrific at the end of the day. You've had a very stressful day. You can add it to your facial routine, add it to your moisturizer to promote clear, healthy looking skin. It's a little bit, I want to use the word astringent, but that's not really right. It's going to create a better surface to your skin. I don't know if that's the best explanation. All right, okay, let's keep going. Now, last but not least, use it in your closets. Many of you know my story. 2 years ago, in the middle of COVID, I decided to, or a year and a half ago, I decided to take out my sweaters, and I hadn't used it's terrible. I don't even want to admit it. I hadn't used cedarwood in my closet when I put away all my sweaters, and I took them out and they were literally like Swiss cheese. Thankfully, it wasn't every single solitary sweater, but I think one just or maybe 2 very hungry moths got in there and they gobbled away some of my sweaters to the point where, and of course, where did they gobble them away? Not on the sleeve or someplace where I could have hidden them. They gobbled away like the middle, the front. It was so bad. And I actually took them to the tailor to see if maybe he could sew them up or reknit them or whatever. He didn't give me a dirty look because he knows me for a long, long time, but he was like, there's nothing I can do with this. This is done. I'm sorry. So that was really sad. And so now I'm super conscientious about using my cedarwood. I soak it on cotton balls. I put it in the box where I'm storing my sweaters. I put it on one of those diffuser discs that we've gotten for Christmas before, hang that in the closet where I hang my other clothes. No more moths for me. And I want to keep my sweaters all in one. Look, sweater clothing is an investment, right? Especially sweaters, which are kind of expensive. It was not good, but needless to say, never going to happen to me again. I'm on the cedarwood kick. If you've ever had any problems with your sweaters, let me know. And then also let me know, are you using cedarwood in your closets? Because that's the thing that I really want to know. Okay, let's keep going. In the Philippines, we also have 10% off pink pepper. Now let's talk a little bit more about pink pepper in detail. It's similar in appearance to a black peppercorn, but apart from the color, really, it's more close. It is not related at all to black pepper. It grows on a big giant tree and is more closely related actually to cashews. So, you know, the nuts. Who would have thought it? It looks like pink. It looks like just pepper in another form, right? The mole or the pink peppercorn tree was considered a sacred tree to the ancient Incas, and it's many indigenous populations use all parts of the tree, including the fruit and the bark and other parts, including the leaves. It's well known for its ability to support a healthy metabolism and immune system when taken internally. So you can add it into whatever blends that you're using. Get a little sip of coffee or something here because I'm talking so fast. I know it's October and I'm still drinking iced coffee. I'm going to drink iced coffee for a while and then I'm going to go to hot. It's like me not admitting that winter is coming. So once you see the mug come out with steamy cup of Joe, you know, that's it. I'm done. It's sort of like a trick I used to play with myself when I lived in New York. I refused to put on my winter coat until Thanksgiving. Yes, I would wear a raincoat. I would wear a jacket with a sweater, but I would not wear the winter coat because for me, that was like admitting that's it. Winter's here. I also knew that if I put the winter coat on too early, I was going to be wearing it for 6 months and I didn't want to do that. So if I figured if I put it on the end of November, I would wear it December, January, February, maybe March. And that was cool with me. More than that seemed like too much. Same thing is true with the iced coffee. But let's go back to pink pepper. You can use it internally to help maintain healthy cellular function and overall cellular health. So that's why it's really good to blend with maybe a citrus oil and your frankincense or your Copaiba. So think about, as I mentioned to you before, I'm blending frankincense, pink pepper, and green mandarin or another green citrusy oil. I like the scent. It's attractive to me, but it's also really helpful for my overall well-being. It contains limonene and a-phelandrine, two of the main chemical constituents that are calming and to the central nervous system when consumed. So if you're looking again for calming and you don't have, let's say, your Serenity capsules around, or you don't have your lavender around, or maybe you're going to get this as the special, try using it in capsule 1 to 4 drops again for calming and soothing. In fact, I'm kind of worked up today. I may actually take a little bit when I get upstairs. I know I'm usually lively on Monday morning, but I'm not usually so worked up, but I'm feeling good today. I think it's going to be a good day. The pink pepper can also help with healthy blood sugar and cholesterol levels, ladies and gentlemen, helping them to keep them in the normal range when taken internally. So this is an oil you want to put into rotation. If you've never used it in these ways, or you're considering it, please let me know. I know lemongrass gets talked about a lot for those two things, and also cinnamon bark. If there's something else that you're using for healthy blood sugar and cholesterol levels, let me know in the chat. Okay, I think this is last but not least. Let's see. We also have an enrollment promotion in the Philippines. I can show it to you. Don't know why I couldn't be able to. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Enroll now and get the best deal in 3 simple steps. So you enroll as a new wellness advocate, and then you sign up for the loyalty rewards program and place a 100 PV LRP order for the following month. You will get a free dōTERRA CRS and DDR Duo plus an XE Omega. So you'll get the 3. Oh, I'm sorry. You're getting, wait. You're getting XE Omega, Alpha CRS, and DDR Prime. Nice combo. Very nice, in fact. So if you are enrolling someone, make sure that they know about the special. And if you yourself are enrolling, obviously, that's a great special to take advantage of. Next on the hit parade is living the dream. So use your cedarwood, your frankincense, and some lavender. That's going to be extremely soothing for you if you are just trying to be calm, cool, and collected. Who's feeling tense out there? Anybody feeling tense? Joelle is asking about pink pepper in terms of maintaining heart health. So yes, we want to use our pink pepper, our cinnamon bark, and our lemongrass. So those are our 3 oils to maintain heart health. Okay, let's give you a quick pink pepper recipe. This is interesting because I've never actually I've never used it in food, or I mean, I've taken it internally many times, but haven't thought of using it in food. And this is a great, we talked last week about plant-based eating. So you can increase the number of plants that you're eating and actually add in some pink pepper into a marinade, if you will. I bet that has a wonderful taste to it. Okay, we're almost done. Yes, thank you to everyone who gets on every week, to our Presidential Diamond team. If you didn't already know, the ideas that we talk about today and almost every week are primarily from the book, Essential Oils Healthcare for Today, A Beginner's Guide. We are very active on social media, including Instagram and on YouTube, which hopefully you're watching this. If you're not watching it live, if you haven't already, ring the bell to get notifications for every time we have a new video coming up, and also subscribe, and that way you'll be able to find out everything that's happening. We do have new videos coming out every week, sometimes twice and 3 times a week. We're releasing some shorter videos that go into more depth with the new products from Convention, and I hope you'll really enjoy that. Remember, folks, I haven't done this for a while. You are amazing, and I'm so glad that you're here. I feel really lucky that we get to spend this time together every single solitary week. And thank you for having been here. Have a wonderful week. Okay, everyone, if you're still on the live, stay tuned. I'm going to say farewell to everybody who's watching on YouTube. Have a wonderful week. Don't forget those monthly specials wherever you are, and reach out to me if you want to know more, or if you're interested in more in-depth tips. Stay tuned right here on YouTube to find out interesting things about the new essential oils that have just come out for Convention, and also what's coming for the holiday season, which is what we'll be talking about next week. Thank you so much for having been here, and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye now.